Now, YoungBoy is a free man? Goddamn, shit. Technically, he's not a free man since he's gonna serve the rest of his time through house arrest, but YoungBoy's not behind bars anymore, and that's all that matters. I have a couple things to say about this though, so yeah. Let's talk about it. Now, free top till it's backwards. That's what everyone has been screaming since YoungBoy got arrested back in March of this year. Even though YoungBoy has been locked up for the last 7 months, it definitely doesn't feel like it. Mainly because his fans have been doing a really good job at keeping his name popping. The YoungBoy's better meme has obviously been going crazy while he's been away. Now, back in March of this year, we got the news that YoungBoy had been arrested and taken into FBI custody after he was tracked down by the LAPD. The feds were attempting to pull over a vehicle YoungBoy was in as a result of a federal warrant they had for his arrest. The car eventually stopped and YoungBoy, according to the police, started doing the dash. He started running. The police then set up a perimeter in the area they were looking for him, and with the help of canine dogs, YoungBoy was arrested. Now, YoungBoy's arrest at the time stemmed from something that went down back in September 2020, and that was this. YoungBoy and over a dozen of his guys were towing weapons while they were recording a music video near an abandoned home in Baton Rouge. Someone called the police on YoungBoy and his guys, which led to all of them being arrested. The police then arrived, and at the scene, the police confiscated a whole lot of guns, drugs, and money. So YoungBoy's arrest in Cali when he allegedly started running like Usain Bolt from the cops, it looks like was a case of unfinished business. The police were apparently looking for YoungBoy, which is something he allegedly had no clue of. YoungBoy's lawyer at the time came out and said that he was completely unaware that the feds were looking for him. So YoungBoy must have obviously gotten spooked when the cops were trying to pull over the vehicle he was in, and that's why he started running, right? Ever since that arrest, which was over 7 months ago, there's been a lot of updates coming in regarding YoungBoy's case. What exactly is gonna happen to him? Is he getting released? How has the boy been doing behind bars? YoungBoy fans have obviously been going crazy. They've been crazy supportive of YoungBoy. His music has been doing pretty damn good, so he stayed relevant all throughout this time, and a lot of people have been anticipating the day he gets released, which, oh shit, today's that day. YoungBoy is officially a free man as we speak. Now, let me just clarify, not free as in completely free, but house arrest free. NBA YoungBoy's finally sprung from jail after several months behind bars in his federal gun case, but he had to drop some serious coin to make it happen. The rapper's attorneys Drew Feinling, I think that's how you say it, and Andrew Bellinger, I think that's how you say it, tell TMZ NBA YoungBoy was released on bond Tuesday after forking $500K in cash. The St. Martin Parish Sheriff's Office, which had the rapper in custody since March, confirms they've handed him his walking papers. YoungBoy might be rejoicing about regaining his freedom until he stands trial, but he's on a tight leash. He's got to keep his nose clean or else he'll land right back in a cell. His legal team tells us a condition of YoungBoy's release includes home confinement in Utah, where his location is being monitored. How exactly they'll keep track of him isn't clear, whether it's electronics or physical surveillance, but we're told the authorities are keeping tabs. Now, you saw how Utah was mentioned, right? A state I don't personally know too much about. Utah seems kind of boring, okay? No offense to anyone who lives there. I love you guys. Anyway, that aside, what is going on in Utah? Well, YoungBoy recently purchased a home in northern Utah, so that's where he's going to serve his time. The home is going to be patrolled by armed soldiers as well. YoungBoy's attorneys also try to convince the judge to let him build a recording studio at the home, so it looks like that's gonna happen. YoungBoy is also going to be monitored 24/7. He won't be able to travel to certain parts in Baton Rouge, where he's from. The same goes for some parts in both Utah and Cali. He's also not allowed to use any type of drugs unless it's prescribed by a doctor. And on top of that, he's also not allowed to keep any, guns on him, any sticks on him. That's a pretty obvious one. You can't carry any guns while you're in house arrest. Got it. Now, the judge let YoungBoy stay out there in Utah on house arrest in hopes that he's gonna stay out of trouble. As far as this house arrest situation, is YoungBoy kinda limited because he can't move around like he's used to? Most definitely. But is it better than being forced to eat those good noodles every day to the point where you get sick of them? Oh yeah, I would say so. And I think that boy TK would agree. I think YoungBoy's a pretty lucky guy, honestly. Considering the amount of times he's been in and out of prison, at the end of the day, man, it is a blessing that he's not behind bars right now serving 5 or 10 or 20 or shit, even 30 years. YoungBoy's been involved in a lot of shit, so for all that shit to bring him here, where he was locked up serving serious time, to now being out on house arrest, that sounds like a good deal. He's gonna be able to work on music and feed his fans and make that bread. Hey, this is a very good situation for YoungBoy. I would say it's the best case scenario because obviously he can't rewind the clock and undo whatever he did unless, I don't know, YoungBoy got some tricks up his sleeve. He's here now on house arrest, is gonna be able to work on music, eventually get released, and eventually be a free man. Whatever YoungBoy does, I hope he stays out of trouble. This Utah situation I think is gonna bring him a lot of clarity, because I feel like YoungBoy hasn't really been able to catch a break ever since he got in the game. He's constantly been moving, is consistently on the move, is always pushing out material for his fans, has done mad shows, a lot of collabs, has dropped a lot of albums, has obviously had his fair share of legal troubles, so YoungBoy has been involved in a lot of shit that's put him behind bars. Now that he's not all up in the mix anymore, he's gonna have some time to reflect on how he's moving out here. I think this house arrest is gonna help him see things differently. Just a feeling I have, and honestly, I hope I'm right. But yeah, free YoungBoy. YoungBoy is free. After being detained by the LAPD over 7 months ago and spending all this time behind bars, YoungBoy is a free man. He's on house arrest. So the Diet Coke version of freedom, is that a good analogy? Might be. Anyway, what do you think about this YoungBoy release? Definitely let me know in the comment section below, and let's have a discussion about this.